Funeral guest ignores black elderly. Woman, until she reveals shocking truth about the deceased. The sky hung low and gray that morning, clouds pressing down on the cemetery like a heavy secret. Rows of expensive cars lined the narrow path, polished black suits, designer coats and umbrellas that whispered money. At the far end, near the headstone, stood Willow Grace, an elderly black woman, her coat faded but neatly pressed. She clutched a small bouquet of white lilies. Her shoes sank slightly in the damp grass as murmurs floated around her. "Who invited her?" one guest whispered. "She probably wandered in from the wrong service," another said, smirking. Willow heard them. She always heard everything, but she said nothing, only adjusted her scarf and kept her eyes on the casket. The deceased was Charles Whitman, billionaire philanthropist, founder of a company everyone at the funeral credited for their fortunes. His face stared back from a glossy photograph, smiling, powerful, gone too soon. A tall woman in pearls, Evelyn Whitman, his widow, approached the microphone with practiced grief. "Charles was a great man," she began. "He lifted so many lives. He built something that will last forever." Willow bowed her head. Yes, he did build something, she thought, but he didn't do it alone. As the speeches rolled on, the glances toward Willow grew sharper. A man in a black suit finally stepped over. "Ma'am," he said quietly, "this is a private service. You might be at the wrong funeral." Willow's voice was soft but steady. "I'm exactly where I should be, son." The man frowned, turned away, muttering, "These people just don't know boundaries." When the service ended, guests began forming little clusters, sharing stories, dabbing eyes, pretending their interest in each other wasn't built entirely on wealth and status. Willow stayed by the casket. She brushed one finger along the edge of the coffin and whispered, "You kept your promise, Charlie." "I kept mine, too." Then she turned to leave, but Evelyn's voice cut through the drizzle. "Wait," she said sharply. "Who are you? And why were you speaking to my husband's coffin like that?" Every head turned. Dozens of eyes landed on Willow. Some curious, some offended. Willow met Evelyn's stare. "My name is Willow Grace," she said. "And I was the one who gave your husband his first chance." A ripple of confusion ran through the crowd. "That's ridiculous," someone muttered. Evelyn folded her arms. "My husband built his empire from scratch. He never needed anyone's charity." Willow nodded slowly. "That's what he wanted you to believe. But 38 years ago, Charles Whitman was just a boy with a dream and no money to make it real. He came to me, a banker then, and I gave him a loan when no one else would." Gasps spread. Reporters lifted phones. "He told me once," Willow continued, "that if his success ever came, he'd make sure I was never forgotten. And he didn't." From her handbag, she pulled a folded piece of paper, yellowed, brittle with age. "His last letter," she said. "He mailed it to me the week before he passed." Evelyn blinked, her confidence cracking. "That's impossible." "He never mentioned you." Willow's voice trembled now, but it carried the strength of truth. "In that letter, he said I was the reason this company existed, that without my faith in him, none of this." She looked around at the line of luxury cars. The weeping faces would exist. If you're still watching, then remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, because stories like this remind us, true power isn't in what you show off, it's in what you quietly build. Willow turned away from the stunned faces and placed her lilies on the casket. "I didn't come for thanks," she whispered. "I came to say goodbye." But as she started walking off, a hand gently touched her shoulder. Evelyn, eyes wet, voice breaking. "Mrs. Grace," she said softly, "please, come with me. I'd like you to sit with the family." Willow hesitated, then nodded. The crowd parted, and for the first time that day, the rain stopped.